A rental apartment's silent adversary, water damage, can quickly become a nightmare for both landlords and tenants. Water damage, whether from a leaking faucet, a burst pipe, or a flood, can ruin a rental apartment, disturb the lives of the renters, and require expensive repairs and insurance claims. And the answer isn't always obvious when it comes to who is liable for water damage in a rental apartment. Tenants say that landlords should be liable for apartment maintenance, while landlords say that tenants are at fault for any damage. Spoiler alert, the truth is that dealing with water damage is a joint obligation that necessitates both sides' collaboration and understanding. Welcome back to Apartment Jungle. We help to make your small space your best space. In this video, we'll go in depth on the best practices for dealing with water damage in rental properties and the actions you can take to prevent and manage it. At the end of the video, we'll share the best investment a tenant can make to protect themselves from having to pay for water damage. Let's get into it. In rental properties, water damage is a frequent, expensive, and challenging problem. Both landlords and tenants frequently attempt to shift blame for the problem, with landlords claiming that damage is frequently brought on by how tenants utilize the apartment and tenants asserting that the landlord should bear responsibility because they are the ones who own the apartment. The law holds the apartment owner primarily accountable for water damage in accordance with the implied warranty of habitability principle. This is so because the landlord owns the apartment and would still need to preserve their investment even in the absence of the renter. Also, the tenant has the right to quiet enjoyment of the apartment because they paid the landlord for the privilege of residing there. Landlords are required to guarantee the residence is habitable before turning it over to the renter and to maintain that habitability throughout the tenant's stay in order to meet these obligations. This includes frequent plumbing system checks and upkeep, required upgrades and repairs, and prompt attention to any plumbing issues. However, the landlord is not solely accountable for water damage. The expense of repairs will be covered by the tenant in cases where the damage was brought on by their acts, whether those acts were simple errors or mistakes or on purpose. Tenants are also responsible for minimizing the damage caused by the water by alerting the landlord to any water issues and taking action to turn off the water supply in an emergency. Tenants should also be conscious of their own behaviors that could result in water damage, such as leaving the faucet running while the sink is plugged or clogged, flushing improper objects down the toilet, or delaying reporting leaks or other problems. It's critical for landlords and tenants to communicate openly and clearly about water damage and to work together to foresee and resolve any potential problems. In addition to making sure tenants are aware of the proper channels for reporting problems, landlords should give tenants contact information for emergency maintenance. Any changes in the occupancy or use of the apartment that might affect the possibility of water damage should also be disclosed by tenants to their landlords. When there has been water damage, it is crucial for both parties to take pictures of the damage and keep track of any payments for repairs. This documentation might be helpful in establishing accountability and settling any potential conflicts. Landlords must ensure that renters are aware of their insurance arrangements and that they are properly insured against water damage. A thorough inventory of the apartment and its state at the time of the tenant's move-in is also advised for landlords. This can be helpful in figuring out what caused the water damage and who was at fault. Tenants need to be aware of any personal insurance they may have, such as renter's insurance, which may protect them against water damage to their personal goods. In order to prevent damage from improper use, they should also be knowledgeable on how to operate the apartment's fixtures and equipment, such as the dishwasher. The best defense against being found liable to pay for water damage is prevention. Regular maintenance and inspections might help find possible problems before they become serious ones. This includes assessing the plumbing for leaks, clogs, and other problems as well as the roof and foundation for signs of damage. Tenants should also be informed of the weather forecast and take the necessary precautions to safeguard the apartment from floods or heavy rain in order to reduce the danger of water damage. For instance, in the event of a flood warning, move valuables to a safe area and keep any gutters and drains clear. To sum up, landlords and tenants must work together to resolve the difficult issue of water damage. Both parties may reduce the danger of water damage and maintain a secure and habitable rental apartment by being aware of their duties, adopting preventative steps, and collaborating to resolve any concerns that may emerge. Speaking of preventative steps, at the beginning of the video, we promised to share the best way for apartment tenants to protect themselves from the huge costs of water damage. The absolute best way to protect your stuff, and to make sure that you are immediately aware of any water issues so that you can take immediate steps to address and notify your landlord is a water sensor. Our favorite is the YoLink Smart Home Water Sensors. They come with triple fail-safe technology, can easily be connected to your Alexa devices, and have automatic water shutoff capability. The best part is that the entire system is plug and play and takes less than 10 minutes to install. Check out the link in description and grab yours today. If you like this video, please subscribe to Apartment Jungle and be sure to turn on notifications. We put out new videos for apartment and urban dwellers every week. Thanks for watching and see you next time.